Hello pretties and welcome back to the channel. This is Tommy Gun Witches, and before I continue, it's been a while. The last thing I was recording was a Hogwarts Legacy, and my hard drive's acting up. So I gotta be careful with what I try to record. And also I don't know if streaming will be good or if it'll just cut out. So I've just been taking a break for a while, but other than that, I've missed you guys. Almost to 200, so very excited about that. But I'm planning on coming back full force. But anyway, Tommy Gun Witches. Now you're probably asking, what the hell is that? And honestly, I don't know. Pretty much, I was on itch.io and I saw this, and it says Tommy Gun, and it says witches, and I'm a witch. It had a creepy mask there. Fuck it, why not? It's a little game, and I thought I would probably like it just based on the description, which, let me see, the description said, a whodunit with witches. In Tommy Gun Witches, you play as a detective who investigates crimes committed by witches, gremlins, devils, and you get the picture. Witches were banished to another dimension, yet some have managed a return. Don't know why I stuttered on that. Apparently I don't know language anymore. A recent murder oddly mirrors their distinctive methods. It's up to you to unravel the threads of this enigmatic murder puzzle. So yeah. It's a point-and-click adventure, for lack of a better explanation. So, screw this, I'm jumping in. And as usual, if you like what you see, like, comment, all that stuff down below, and subscribe. I'm jolted awake by my telephone going off. It's like, it's the boss, the chief inspector. Okay. The man's well sloshed, just like any other night. Something's up. Meet me at room 12 of the Zephyr Lodge Motel. He slurs between swigs. Oh my god, it's hard to read this. The door is unlocked. Okay, that's sketchy. I'll be right there. I wonder if it's another case of a black cat suspected of being a witch in hiding. Oh no! I hate that. Black cats are wonderful. With the economy going down faster than a roller coaster with faulty brakes, tensions are rising. Ooh. And people are seeing witches everywhere. Do you guys live in Salem? And yet, in all my 12 years of service at the Bureau of Witchcraft and Anomaly Control, I've only encountered 3 witches. I down my coffee in one gulp, retrieve my sentinel uniform from under the bed, and head out. Why is it under the bed? Oh god. The Zephyr Lodge Motel. As grimy and as decrepit as I remember. It is hard to read this lettering. I'm so sorry. A den of swindles, hackers, and hustlers. My boss, well into his 6th or 7th beer, is engrossed in a black and white western. Chief Inspector Dunn. Okay. Lucas, you're finally here. Hiccup. This time, it's the real deal, and I believe we got a live one. I don't think I care. Why do you look... You look so weirdly dressed. Okay, so we're Sentinel Lucas Barber. Not another black cat, then? I don't believe so. Okay. Dustin Heights, 9. Neighbor reported a scream. The police found a guy dead in his room. Damn. No one had taken out his someone had taken out his intestines. My god. To top it off, the body was reeking of sulfuric acid. Okay, well, That could be anybody. Guess it's clear we ain't catching no black cat this time around. Where's the body now? At the morgue. But check the guy's room first. With your visor, you might discover hidden evidence the witch left behind, the kind police won't find. Anything peculiar about this guy, making him a target? Not that we can tell. The poor sod, Anthony Maxwell, pushed papers for a plastics company. A filing clerk? He achieved an unexpected milestone, and I have completely forgot to read, so nothing's changed. Becoming the first ever filing clerk on a witch's hit list. Who would have thought the plastic supply business packed such thrilling perils? You still there? You still here, Lucas? On my way out, Inspector. A brief tutorial. Left click on objects to interact with them. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna read that. Soft-boiled egg. Does the egg repel witchcraft? What are you bobbering about? That's my dinner. Your 1 a.m. dinner, Chief? That's what I'm going to follow up with this beer. This beer with, okay. Cassette. Okay. Oh, return. Okay, cool. Map. Alright. The Zephyr Lodge. Okay. Dustin Heights. Alright. Dustin Heights 9 was clean. Too clean for a murder scene. Not a single splattering of blood tainted the floor, bed, or curtains. And the smell of sulfuric acid failed to linger in the air. It was evident that the killer, be it a witch or otherwise, sought to make a statement through careful execution of violence. This was not an act of passion, but one carried out by a cold, calculating mind. Regardless, this was the appearance they intended to leave. Should the culprit be a witch, my visor ought to uncover some proof. Okay. Bed hadn't been slept in. It's not a single drop of blood on the sheets or anything else. Alright. Whoever did this didn't care about surprising him in his sleep. Alright. Thick green curtain. None of the street light can penetrate. Privacy. Okay. So let's break out the visor. Oh! I knew my visor would piece together the whole scene at Dustin Heights 9. But nothing prepared me for this. There's no doubt Anthony Maxwell was done in by a witch. So, okay. Strangely enough, she ditched her Tommy gun and mask. This was practically unheard of. Giving a chair a good once over, didn't find anything unusual. Didn't find unusual marks or stains of blood. Murder victims of 10 often have strange things stashed among their undergarments. Anthony is no exception. The photo found tucked away under the back of the drawer depicts a witch named Meon Chirp. As stated in the text, it's reverse side. Okay. Glancing over her shoulder, she appears to be a young woman in her 20s, displaying the characteristic vibrant green skin of a typical witch. What the fuck am I playing? Just what was her connection with Anthony? Alright, well, let's look at their Tommy gun. A witch's Tommy gun. Now that's a strange sight. While witches leave various items as calling cards at murder scenes, I've never known any to abandon their weapon of choice like this. It could mean this witch is renouncing her violent ways and disavowing her coven? But such an event hasn't occurred since the Goblarding's defection in the 19th century. I cannot read. What does that say? G-O-H-B? Gob? Lardings? I don't know. This witch must have had a really good reason for leaving behind her prized possession. Well, how do you know it's prized? She could have just bought it at Walmart or something and then just dumped it as soon as she was done with it. A witch's mask, huh? Witches do have a flair for theatrics when it comes to their crime scenes. But disregarding their precious mask, that's a rare move for them. Okay, I can read it better on my other screen over here. Typically, they leave behind a firecracker or grenade. I want to be this kind of witch. A warning that they'll strike again with their trademark violence. The only time a witch parts with their mask is if she's calling it quits. But this case seems different. This murder holds a special significance for the perpetrator. It wasn't just another job. It was a grand finale she's been preparing for. At this point, it's reasonable to assume that a witch has been involved with Anthony's murder. The photo hidden in the drawer suggests that he may have known this witch personally, who may or may not have been the murderer. I believe I have learned enough to share my findings with the inspector. I better head back. Alright, well, can we go to the morgue first? Well, that's a simple little town, isn't it? I've dug up proof pointing to the witch's hand in Anthony Maxwell's murder. The witches can't leave well enough alone. Banishing them to another dimension didn't stop them. They're in another dimension? Why the fuck are you blaming these women? They're like stubborn weeds pushing through the cracks. Oh, this is the inspector. Okay. Implaceable? What is what they are. Okay. So, what is it you found? My God. Okay. So, I have found a witch's mask and a witch's Tommy gun. Also found a snap of a young witch tucked away. Witches don't usually abandon their Tommy guns or masks because that's what witches had. Tommy guns. It's like they're the mafia. It's like breaking a sacred rule for them. And that photo of the witch, she's a young woman. That means she's born post-banishment in that otherworldly hellhole. Makes it quite a mystery then. How did Anthony get mixed up with her? If there's anyone who knows anything about the so-called new witches, it's those dealers who traffic witches narcotics into our dimensions. What? Who traffics witches narcotics into our dimension. My God, what the fuck? Was that written weird? It's those dealers who traffic witches narcotics. Okay, no, I'm just reading it weird. Into our dimension. They know what's what. Madeline's is one such dealer, disguising herself as a juice vendor on Tutbury Avenue. Paying her a visit might just pay off. Alright, bro, anything to get away from you? Tutbury Avenue, Tutbury Avenue, where folks aren't what they seem, and everybody's got some secret game going on. Every politician taken out in the past 10 years has managed to anger mobsters rooted in this place. So it's no surprise that when witches sought ways to sneak from the dimension they've been banished to, back into this world, their accomplices would be traced down to this location. Now it's time to have a little chat with Madeline. Okay. That's Thunder. That's Matt. I'm gonna talk to Thunder first. This guy's been giving me the eye since I arrived. Maybe I should talk to him. Good evening. Enjoying your beer? What's it to you? Just making conversation. He's pretty evasive. Okay. Locating Madeline proved to be a straightforward task. Her juice stand has been a fixture in this spot over a decade, vending pomegranate and grape juice, and occasionally discreetly offering other substances to select customers. Judging from her face mask, I can tell that she's still concerned about the contagious Luciferian outbreak that swept through the city last year. What? Okay, does that, like, turn you into Satan? Like, I don't understand. Now I only need to figure out what can make her talk. Good evening, or should I say good night? Anything exotic to, on offer? To offer, I would say, but okay. Today's exotic feature is yesterday's highlight, pomegranate and grapefruit juice. Well, that's auspice words. You can see that word. It's there. Let's just fucking read it. Two delights in one. Pomegranate it is. There you go. Luck's on your side. And it's tomorrow's specialty too. Funny how luck favored me lately. That time I nabbed the crocodile killer. Turns out he was just the infamous jaw splitter. Looks like I've captured your interest. Excellent. The moment I laid eyes on you, I knew exactly who you were. Oh? Was it the gleam in my eye that gave it away? It was the Git? Confident and brisk. Like you have no fear of being mugged around here. Okay. How do you guys say that? G-A-I-T. Gate. It's like wait, but with a G. Jate. Now that the masks are down, I'd appreciate it if you could glance at this photo of one Mian Chirp. That's a witch. What makes you think I know her? That's a young witch. She's special. Most likely not born here, but brought from the nightmarish dimension we banished the witches to. And I've heard that information spreads quickly to you if a witch comes through. And if I told you that I've seen her, then I'd be very interested to learn more about her. Especially in the connection to the murder of a file clerk that occurred earlier tonight. Murder? I can assure you she's not involved in anyone's murder. Oh, and how can you be so certain? Because she's deceased. So unless you believe dead witches return as ghosts, she's not your culprit. Dead. Indeed, deceased. And that's all I know. Okay then. Not much of a juice fan. I stick to coffee. Okay, then why'd you ask for a damn juice? How much is a pomegranate? Pomegranate themselves are not for sale. You buy the juice. How about I pay double for what it's worth? Triple the price might do it. It's a deal. Does that mean I have a pomegranate now? I have a pomegranate! Okay. The visor hadn't picked up anything beyond what I can already see. Okay. This guy's been giving me the eye. Enjoying your beer. What's to you? Okay. Okay, yeah. That's not really anything else I could do with that. Do you know the cause of her death? I do not. All I know is that it was gruesome. Gruesome. Someone wanted to make a statement, perhaps. As I said, I can't tell you anything more. Sounds like a crime of passion. Indeed. It does seem that way. I must admit, it's quite perplexing. Is it now? It's not every day you come across a murdered witch. Usually it's the witches who are the perpetrators. You've read it all in those books, haven't you? Perhaps it's time you opened your eyes. It was us who banished the witches, not the other way around. Have you ever wondered how many of them perished during the banishment? Far more than you can imagine. Joining a dangerous cult, one can't expect it to be all daffodils and sunshine, can one? Okay, well, can I keep on talking to her? Okay, I don't believe there's any more information I can gain from her at this moment. Okay, cool. So, I guess we go back. Hey, you ready for this? Madeline believes that Mion is dead. Oh, is she now? She got any hard evidence to back that up? None that she can present? Well, this might just hand us a motive. Another witch could have knocked off Anthony out of vengeance. Speaking of the devil, the morgue's got the body prepared. I'd like you to head over and examine it for secrets. See what else you can find. I'm all over it. Okay, finally we go to the morgue. Oh, dude. Ah, the morgue. Some weeks, it's like my second home. Beating even the bar. That's... Damn, dude. Stop working so much. And those are weeks I'd rather forget. Last Tuesday, someone's tongue put on a fireworks show. The fuck? They say it was the handiwork of a local devil making a comeback. At the morgue, surprises come packed in all shapes and sizes. Okay. The pathologist's report reveals the presence of 13 .45 ACP bullets in Anthony Maxwell's stomach. This fits my expectations thus far. Witches typically target their victims with an odd number of bullets. And the caliber of the bullets point to a Tommy gun as a likely weapon. The greater the number of bullets found, the more fervent the witch's rage. Fervent, whatever. Whatever Anthony has done, he must have really pissed off the witch. The report's final section details his last meal, comprising of squid, crab, and lobster. Ugh. There's a local fish market where all three can be found. A visit might be in order. Beyond this, the report offers no further insights. Okay, well. Some necromancers persist in taunting and hurling insults even after death. This is the crematorium. Proves to be quite adventurous. Okay. The light is already on, casting illuminance upon Anthony Maxwell's lifeless mug. The majority of the items here are intended for post-mortem care. One item stands out. Pathologists might utilize chlorohex... Okay, the solution for personal disinfection. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. I cannot read, and I cannot I cannot say all these. The label indicates ultra. This could be the most potent disinfectant on the market. Might be of use. And of course, I just help myself to the scalpel here. You never know when it might be useful. Okay, now we're stealing shit. Cool, cool. The fan isn't running right now. They probably switched it on when there's a need to handle any odor buildup. Okay. Anything else? Freezer A. I doubt they have roast beef stashed away in there. Nope, just a couple of bodies. First one belongs to Iago Ellsworth. Let's see how he ended up here. It reads, Bargain Buds Polar Bear Challenge Regional Runner-Up. Just 5 minutes short of a lifetime supply of bacon-flavored diet cream soda. The second body belongs to a Philip whatever. That guy. Apparently he was involved in a bizarre root beer incident. Seems like some of these freezers are big enough to hold 3 bodies. Belongs to Jap, who apparently died from eating too much candy. I can relate. Second belongs to Jay Holmes. Says he choked on his own laughter. When my time comes, that's how I'd like to go. Third belongs to Chad Armstrong. Says he was crushed by a 16-ton weight. And that's why I never go to the gym. Okay. Okay, seafood market. I never was a fan of lobster. These ones seem like they're trying to escape. Okay. Not sure what she stores in those crates, but my guess is that it's more of the same. Okay. Squid. Squid used to be a hard pass for me. The slimy texture was a deal breaker, yet I've grown fond of them. Shall I pack you one of those from the crate? Yes, please. The vendor proceeds to fetch a fresh squid from the crate. I've only ever had crabs in the form of crab cakes. Okay, that's not where I thought it was going to go. Apparently their claws are highly desired by occultists. Good evening. Quite an interesting selection you have here. Do you often get many customers at this hour? You'd be surprised. It's not uncommon for someone to wake up in the middle of the night. Remember his mother-in-law's coming in a few hours, and they desperately need to prepare crab soup. Because that just so happens to be her favorite dish. At 2 a.m.? That seems far-fetched. At 2 a.m., I don't even dream about my mother-in-law. Which, incidentally, I don't have. Though there was that one time I woke up at 4 a.m. craving squid. And what did you do about that? I polished off the last of the vanilla ice cream. It was either that or unidentifiable browning thing in the back of my freezer. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what it used to be. But captivating as my culinary adventures are, that's not why I'm here tonight. Earlier today, a man made a curious purchase: a squid, a lobster, and crabs. Does it ring a bell? This is a seafood market. Squid, lobster, and crabs are in high demand. Plenty of people buy them. All 3 at once? That's quite a seafood feast. It's not too unusual. We get customers like that from time to time. Alright, let's narrow it down. I'm talking about a man, late 30s, with unruly brown hair. He bought a squid, a lobster, and crabs, all together today. Ah, and I think I may know who you're talking about. But what's it to you? Are you a copper? No, I'm a gold. Close enough. I'm a sentinel. A sentinel? Poking around the seafood market? Are you expecting to find gremlins? Or something? Maybe not gremlins, no. But I can't ignore the possibility of something else lurking around. What can you tell me about the man? There's not much to tell. He arrived around 8 p.m., pointed to the seafood he wanted, paid, and left. Did he appear anxious or uneasy in any way? If anything, he seemed lifeless, expressionless, you know. Was he alone? No, he had a woman with him. Interesting. Can you describe her appearance? I couldn't tell you even if I wanted to. She wore a cloak and concealed most of her face. I assumed it was due to the Luciferian pandemic. You know how some folks still cover themselves up. I doubt that was a medical cloak. I suspect it served another purpose. You don't think she was... I'm not jumping to any conclusions at the moment. Thank you for your cooperation. So it appears Anthony spent his evening with a mysterious woman. Now the question is, was it the one who ended his life, or someone else entirely? The chief inspector would undoubtedly want to know about this. Okay. I just love that I'm doing my boss's job for him while he's sitting on his ass. Anthony's last meal was a seafood feast. I hit up the seafood market. Turns out he had been in the company of a woman wrapped in a cloak. A cloak? Then we have a potential witch? Yeah, because nobody else could wear a cloak. That's my suspicion as well. It's time to turn up the heat on Madeline. If a witch has resurfaced in our dimension, and a dangerous one at that, Madeline likely knows more than she's revealed. I think you should pay her another visit. I'm already on the move. God. Alright. Back again. Alright. Hello again, Madeline. Hope you're up for a little more chat. I've already told you everything, Sentinel. Consider this. Helping me could bring justice to the victim. Sorry, but I have nothing more to add. She remains tight-lipped. Maybe a softer touch will do the trick. That man over there has been keeping an eye on me. Okay. For a while. Okay. Let's see. Hey there, enjoying the drink? Seems like you've been bothering the lady over there. Can't you let her do her thing in peace? Bothering? I'm on the trail of a murder case. You wouldn't happen to know anything about any shady business that went down today, would you? I don't know a thing, man. That's very convenient, Mr. Call me Thunder. So, Thunder, I bet you know something, or you wouldn't be chatting me up. Maybe I'm just killing time. Ain't much for us downtrodden souls to do in this city. So you're bored, huh? Is that what you're saying? Could be. Alright then. Doesn't look like we're gonna get far with this conversation. Well, yeah. Because you're banning people supposedly to another fucking dimension. No one wants to deal with you. Okay, Madeline, I already told you everything. Consider this. Alright. Let's see. That won't accomplish anything. Okay. Well, what am I supposed to do for her then? Okay. Good idea. I best show her the photo when I talk to her. Okay. Well. Don't anything to you, Sentinel. Sorry, I had nothing more to add. Okay, but oh god. Okay. I'm grasping at straws here. Yeah, I know. Like, what the fuck else am I supposed to do about this? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Well, you said he wanted excitement. Well, that's more exciting than, you know, getting shanked. Oh, wait. I can take the cassette now. Oh, sweet. Okay. I got the cassette. I don't need the VHS case itself. Okay. I wonder... Can I take it back to the guy? Maybe he wants a cassette. Got a VCR? Got 4 of them. Why you got 4? Who has 4 V... Anyway, here you go. Gunslingers and Sweethearts and the Wild West. The latest in home entertainment. Isn't that Quentin Tarantino's latest flick? Okay, you know who Quentin Tarantino is. Okay. Been a while since I've seen any good movies, thanks. Now, let's talk about what you don't know about what happened earlier today. Well, I don't have much to offer. Only that some folks miss their old homes. Go on. And others take pity on them, helping them cross over. That's what I suspected. You see, some folks give so much they forget. Yeah, some folks give so much they forget to take care of themselves. So when they finally head to the pharmacy or such, they can't find what they need due to the shortages. Gets to a person mighty anxious, doesn't it? I reckon it might. Okay. Alright, she told us everything. Just trying to bring justice to a victim. Sorry, I ain't got nothing to add. Okay, so... From Thunder's tangled words, I gather Madeline's been facing difficulties in acquiring her pharmacy supplies lately. Okay, well, I guess I can give her this, like I've been trying. Looks like the Luciferian plague still has you concerned. With over 1 million lives lost to that dreadful disease, I won't be taking any chances. That's why I thought you might find this useful. Disinfectant. It's the most potent disinfectant around. The stuff pathologists use. Thank you for your thoughtfulness. It was much appreciated. Safety first, especially considering your line of work. Ain't that the truth? I was wondering if you'd be more inclined to talk to me now. Alright. What do you need to know? I got reason to believe a witch, or maybe even 2, have recently crossed over into our dimension. One of them might be linked to a murder that occurred today. For a sentinel, you don't seem to know much about witches, do you? They're a pretty secretive bunch. Witches leave a hidden message engraved on the hearts of their victims. They utter fiery words that leave an invisible verse behind. You need to cut it out and burn. You'll need to cut it out and burn it with bloodless crimson liquid. With a bloodless crimson liquid, okay? Then, a dark substance will reveal the verse left behind. This might give you the answers you seek. A rather dark method, but I appreciate your help, Madeline. Okay, we can finally get the fuck up out of here. That took me a little while to figure out. The morgue? Okay. Oh no, not the squid. Okay, this. Alright, time to dig deep. Ooh. Anthony's heart. I can almost feel its final beat. What should I do next? Eat it! Okay. Well, no, they said burn it. Burn it! Shouldn't burn the heart yet, okay. Oh, wait. The visor hasn't picked up on anything, okay, cool. Already pilfered the medicine cabinet. Okay, well, what the fuck else am I supposed to do? Oh, the pomegranate juice. I retrieved the heart as the first step. Now, the second step is to soak it with a bloodless crimson liquid. Done. Okay, now I'll get it. Now I gotta burn it. The heart. Fingers crossed. There. The heart has been burned. Okay. Let me look inside. Okay, but... What? Alright, the light is already on. Okay. Do I take it back to Madeline? Oh, Madeline freak. According to Madeline, the witch might have left some invisible inscription on the heart. I need to burn it with a bloodless crimson liquid and wash it in a dark solution to reveal it. Do I get a dark solution? Where do I go? What do I do? Okay, I don't really know where to go, so... Wait, is it a dark liquid? If this fucking works, I'm gonna hate myself. It fucking works. Okay. God, I'm dumb. Alright, I hope this does the trick, or Madeline and I will need to have a serious talk. The squid's ink seems to have done the trick. A fiery message has appeared on the heart. It reads, "Faceless, I play a role. Kiss me to stir my soul." Faceless, I play a role. I wonder what that means. It's the mask. The verse reads, "Faceless, I play a role." That must refer to the mask. The second part reads, "Kiss me to stir my soul." Ugh. Kissing a witch's mask. Let's just get it done with. Tastes just like I would have expected. Well. Look who's woken me up with a kiss. Why is the mask talking? A real sleeping beauty, huh? Now tell me, where's your owner? Hold on, Sentinel. Don't rush me. You know a witch's mask likes to take her time. If you hurry her, she can get unpredictable. You don't intimidate me, mask. If you don't want me to chuck you in the crematorium, you better start talking. My. You'd reckon folks would fear masks more, seeing your wearers commune with devils. All you masks are alike, talking without end. Wow, that was racist. Why'd your wearer go after Anthony Maxwell? What did he ever do to deserve her attention? Ah, that's something you'll have to ask her yourself, my dear Sentinel. Where can I find her? I could tell you. But where's the fun in that? Instead, I'll share a verse of my own. Decipher it, and you'll learn her whereabouts. Let's see if you can crack this. Better put on your thinking cap. Twirl a skull and boil a gull. Then sing and scorn and blow the horn. That's an easy one. Is it, Sentinel? Your wearer left this poor excuse of a riddle with you. She's clearly wanting me to find her. So, what's your answer then? The verse points to an old, Cowling mansion, once owned by Ivan Cowling, a renowned theater actor famous for starring in Blackburn's plays. The different lines refer to Blackburn's most noticeable works. Twirl of Skull refers to The Undertaker. Boil or Go is about a fisherman, where the protagonist contracts the dreaded boils disease. And Sing the Scorn must be referring to the jester. And Blow the Horn, that part's obviously about De Horn, the actor's former surname. You're both a sentinel and a scholar, aren't you? Quite impressive. Right then, time to catch up with your wearer. Pass on my regards, sentinel. Okay. The door to the abandoned Cowling mansion creaked open, so I let myself in. It looked as I expected. Peeling paint, missing floorboards, and a musty smell from a moldy wallpaper. Most of the mansion was dark. Excuse me. Except for one room on the second floor. The third door on the left. Surprisingly, that room was in excellent condition, as if someone cared to keep it livable. I have a feeling I'm not alone. Slender face stands devoid. Gleaming piece above the fireplace. Now we shall put on the goggles. Oh, there she goes! This hasn't been much of a hide and seek, has it? Ah, you finally arrived. This night's been dragging on forever. It isn't this night you should be fretting about. It's the night they'll burn you at the stake. There's that too. So before I ask the all-important question of why you did it, who are you? My name is Bira. Any kin to Mion Chirp? Mion was my younger sister. She's dead then? Has been for 3 months now. You left a crumb trail of clues from the scene of the crime to here. You wanted to get caught for the murder of Anthony Maxwell. Want doesn't quite capture it. I reckon if I can't escape, might as well allow myself to get caught than live in hiding. Hiding doesn't suit me. Why'd you do it? Anthony offered a way to blend in for those witches who sneaked back into the other dimension. No more would they need to hide their faces to conceal they were witches. They could don special plastic masks that he made to fit like a glove. Slap it on, and no one would be the wiser. My sister got enchanted by the idea of leaving the hellish dimension, so she got one for herself. But Anthony wasn't doing us witches any favors, you see. Soon enough, the witches wearing his mask became sick and started dying one after the other. First blood poured from their mouths, then their eyes. My sister had endured 3 days and 3 nights before she succumbed. And Anthony poisoned the mask. He didn't want the witches returning. He wanted them dead. Any proof to back that up? Anthony meticulously pinned down his plan in his diary, which I have with me. I'm sure you have the means to confirm his handwriting. Leafing through his diary. That devil. Are you taking me in now, Sentinel? Not that I'm in a hurry to see the stake. I'm just exhausted. It's been a long day. Damn. Pack up your things, including your Tommy gun and your mask, from Anthony's apartment and go. Go where, Sentinel? Back to the other dimension. That option is not available to me, Sentinel. You see, while we witches figured out a way to travel here, the trick doesn't work when we want to go back. Stay here then. Besides me, no one knows where to find you. Retrieving your Tommy gun and mask from Anthony's will put you at risk. I'll fetch those for you. But then, you better hide well. I don't want to ever see or hear about you ever again. You're doing this for me? Why? There's no justice for witches, only justice against witches. They'll burn you if I turn you in, no matter what Anthony did. Rest assured, if I found out this diary is a forgery, I'm coming back for you. Goodbye, Bira. Stay low and keep out of trouble. Wow, okay. Well, shit. I actually finished that within an hour. That was like with me struggling. That wasn't too bad for a short game. The developer has a name your price on downloading it on itch.io, and I think it was worth the $2 I gave. I couldn't give any more, but I think it was worth more than $2. So that was pretty good. So the music is pretty good for a small game. Like, the story flowed. Now, granted, the world, I would like to hear more about the world and the lore, because some of it was off the wall. But it still sounded pretty cool. And I wouldn't mind having like a bigger game based in this universe. Excuse me. So yeah, you definitely see their Patreon right there. Cosmic Void. Great job, my guy. Like, that's awesome. I loved it. So yeah, if you're interested, it's called... Oh, excuse me, let me move my face again. Okay. So, alright, so if you're interested, it's called Tommy Gun Witches. And I thought it was pretty cool, personally. The person that has created it is called Cosmic Void, so follow them on itch.io and wherever else you can find them at. And seriously, like, great job. I'm gonna give a review and I'm gonna edit this video, and yeah. But if you like what you saw, please cast a spell on that like button and don't forget to share and subscribe. My name is EmberWytch, and I will see all you pretties in the next video. Bye.